in sport. Roxborough
Therese Polo.
Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, we had Stephen Williams and we had McDonald Jacobs. After his predecessor, Junior Benjamin, Mr. Benjamin Barrow, he had
bullying under my watch. I want to make you a promise here today. The TTPS will confine them.
Acts that he would have undertaken that led to him becoming the work with the TTPS in the uniform, and he was hoping to speak with the executive before he informed the rest of the public and the fourth estate, the media, about his crime plan. Until then, it's back to you, the media, about his crime plan. Until then, it's back to you.
Service Commission. In an update,
the process took almost 14 months, but the Commission says the process took almost 14 months, but the Commission says appointments could country approval. That was done last of Guevara as Commissioner of Police. That cleared the way for his official appointment, which takes effect. From tomorrow. Now to this story. A man trying to help Gulf City Mall is killed in a around 10:40 a.m. Ethan Collymore was
The driver just started bawling. She was so scared, and we take.
She no longer worked at the mall. Elections are ongoing. She was employed
at her home at Church Street in Mayaro.
And Lemasi. According to police, the 41-year-old woman was in her vehicle outside her home around 2:30 p.m. Missing into a neighbor's driveway. Residents called the police, who found the shot wounds. Homicide detectives. Lemasi is the second woman to be. A woman from Rosilac was reportedly shot at the Davie roundabout.
Students and staff of the Santa Rosa Government Primary School are still traumatized after a sexual predator entered the school and attempted to molest several females 1 week ago, and officials confirmed that some of the students have not returned to school since. The suspect reportedly entered the school's compound hole in the fence, pretending to be furniture from a storeroom to a classroom. After locking the door to the storeroom, asked from the children for money. The students began to scream while students on the other side attempted to break the door. A female teacher who rushed the students as the teacher called the teacher and escaped at the hall of the school's safety measures
under active police investigation. South Africa women score a come-from-behind series.
Startling revelations of the government's inherited liquidity constraints and highlights the urgencies will also be a talking point, which brings Service Social and Welfare Association is hoping the resource constraints get necessary training, equipment. And with respect to the education sector, the National Parent Teacher look forward to hearing that financial resources. Akash Samaru, CNC3.
Administration requesting additional. We asked you, do you support the proposed 3.
The official supplement of the CP.
The economy is right now, and support that because especially for children, and this one you have to give her child.
At this juncture, yes, they have an obligation to honor to public servants and stuff like that. And then on 2013, by all means. And projects and so forth.
So they will get it to pay the pensioners and the school children and do the excess what they have to do to, for us.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
Having at this present moment. So,
but minority and insult. He called on the new Tobago East and more.
What are you saying? Remember, you told us that you were sending fighters to Trinidad to negotiate a better. Asking you, Mr. Chief Secretary, the 100 million received from the Minister of Finance in 2022.
With Tobago's own budget presentation set 455.1 million. Question whether such a move was fiscal means test. The laptop initiative promises is meant to ensure DPs argued that greater scrutiny.
Minister of Finance state
all students.
So which rich or poor?
All students.
So which rich or poor, regardless of wealth?
I don't have the data on the student and parent. They don't want the laptop.
So the answer is yes.
Structure, the minister said the 83 of the 823 schools are included in the upcoming works, leaving more than 500 without scheduled repairs. He clarified already completed or underway of July-August school holidays unless
plans by the previous administration to shut down the St. Augustine nurseries will not be taken by Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries Ravi Ratiram. National security on the nursery's arable land. And when tomorrow, Ratiram says he plans to the former government. The minister says for the repair of agricultural roads, the former PNM government to undertake work in residential areas.
Of work that was farmers that was designed to know that in residential communities, separate and apart to the farm.
Local farmers, as the minister is seeking to push its regional.
It has announced plans to return to Tobago. Let's watch.
Agostini Limited has announced plans to acquire Prestige Holdings Limited through a share swap. Agostini says under the Prestige will receive one Agostini share for every 4.8 Prestige shares held. Victor E. Prestige Holdings, the news release, who is the chairman of Victor E. All discussions and or meetings and 36 restaurants in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean has been expanding through acquisitions in the past few years and underwent. According to the release, the resort is set to be constructed in Roxborough. According to the release, the resort is set to be constructed. According to the release, the resort is set to be constructed in Roxborough and will provide.
Oh. Cover this? Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? Bowl out for ice cream. And then we got
the best cover. Good like that.
Mohammed have finally received decapitated body found in Siparia.
Her husband dropped her off at a bar in
WhatsApp will no longer be ad-free. The app, long 500 million people use that default language to help company said.
The Atlantic, I believe you said.
Yes, that's correct. We slowly start cyclone activity, yet we still have some behind us. Off to our east, we can see the activity associated with 6. Seas are moderate with waves of 6. Seas are moderate in open waters getting up to 2. 6. Seas are moderate with waves in open water. The structure rotating rapidly while moving down.
D and Zinc. Strengthen your defenses against viruses every day with Reduxin Triple Action. Reduxin, more than vitamin C, it's from Bayer.
Our world is filled. Rhythm is we show on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.